All praise due to the Fahrenheit slang. It is the slangs that brings us here together, juntos. All praise due to the Fahrenheit slangs. It is the slangs that purpose. Fahrenheit Radio, you are live. I am your host, DJ Yo Money G. We are on the road to comfortable, making money in our sleep. I'm studying these rich people for you, bringing the information home. Okay, we live on Fahrenheit Radio, the world's truest rap radio station, on firstdegree.de.com and your TuneIn app. But we taking it to the next level now. We live on the Face Chats and the Insta Hoots and the U-Books and the Twitter Chats. My name is DEO Money G. If you hadn't heard, I've retired from the entertainment business because we got more important matters at hand, making money in our sleep. And if you've rocked with me all these years, we coming together with a Fahrenheit financial wellness community. Okay, today we're talking about debt. Okay, we're going to get comfortable with that word debt. Okay, we're going to get comfortable with that word debt. Let's see what's going on with the whoop-de-whoop. We're having some technical difficulties. What's going on? It's the chat. What's going on? It's the chat. All right. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties on this side, so let me work this through. Maybe I got too much going on at once. My computer froze on me. So what's Arilla to do? I can't even start my computer over. I probably got too much going on. Insta-hoot. What's going on, Raph? What's going on, Richville? All right, looks like we're back. Let me see. Let me go ahead and turn off one of these YouTubes. Hit the hoop and yeah, I'm gonna leave because I think I got too much going on. Okay, so boom, we back on Facebook 1. Boom, Scott Harris back on Facebook 2. YouTube, we in the boo. Fahrenheit Radios, we back on Fahrenheit Radios. Here we go. Oh, I never even went live on Facebook 3. They didn't even get to welcome. Oh, I didn't even do my welcome. Welcome to Fahrenheit Hour. You feel me? How we doing? Talk to me in the chat. How is you feeling? Y'all ready to get comfortable with that word debt? Okay, y'all ready to get comfortable with that? What about the Insta-hoot? Y'all ready to get comfortable with that word debt? We gonna make debt our trick. We gonna make debt work for us. Okay, here's what we got did. We originally, in order to get this goal going, making money in our sleep, we decided the best way is home ownership or condo ownership, okay, or a half-plex or something. Okay, so when you're sleeping, meaning you're not working, you're making money. 5 steps of Fahrenheit. Jobby job 2 years. Fahrenheit family, we're getting 3. 3 jobs. Fahrenheit financial wellness community, 3 jobs. Okay. Step number 2, taxes. Oh my goodness, I'm so mad at myself on the Insta-hoot. I'm so mad at myself on the Insta-hoot because I accidentally deleted the tax lecture on my Insta-hoot. And that was one of the best ones because that was all about turning your hobby into a business and the funds you spend on it tax deductible. You know, you're a sole proprietorship. So Insta-hoot. If you didn't see the tax lecture, make sure you check out the First Degree DE Facebook. Okay, that's where you're going to find that. So that was step 2. Step 3, credit. Okay, we got Brave. I got an email from Andrew Malo. Okay, he did his homework. We were Brave and we checked our credit and started an Experian account. Okay, we Brave on credit now. Okay, step 4, start paying debt. What we're talking about today. Okay, start paying debt, not pay full debt. Start paying debt. Make debt work in your favor. Step 5, save $20,000. That number sounds astronomical. But at the same time, we are going from being consumers where we're always just thinking about what we're going to buy. That era of our life is over, Fahrenheit Financial Wellness Community. We are now merchants who file taxes on our merchantry. Okay? So that will help towards that $20,000 goal. Once you do that, you come see me, you DM me, or meet me at the website, fahfwc.com, or just DM me however you watching this live. And I will get you in a house. I've worked very hard to say that. Again, I got some special news coming in a minute about that. Those of you who already own a home, you need to DM me right now because we already in the process of forming groups. We're forming groups within the community. 4 or 5 people investing their money in whatever they decide within the community. Okay, we are a financial cult. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about our future. All right, so if you own a home, get at me right now. We're refinancing right now, then using some of that money to form groups. Okay, it's the most exciting thing I've ever done with this, okay, with you. And if you've rocked with me all these years, I owe this to you. This is why we connected. All right. So let's start the show. I get all excited. Okay. I'm ain't social. But this is so important. You see, I'm getting on every Wednesday at 7 Pacific of times. When I was your rap star, I wasn't doing this. When I was your rap star, I wasn't doing this. Okay. I'm doing this as your financial leader. This is more exciting to me than being your rap star. All right, let's start. Boom. For my Fahrenheit Radio, you are live on Fahrenheit Radio, the world's truest radio rap station. We're also live on the Insta Hoot and the U-Books and the MyGrams and the Twitter Space. I'm holding up a sign, the news. We're going to always start with the news, what's going on outside. Now, first of all, in the news, there's some news that they call news. Okay, with the Marjorie whoop-de-whoop and the chips and not believing in the dop-de-bop and the pip-de-pip. But for us, we see it as dumb people doing dumb things. Ill Bowen. What's good with it? We see that as dumb people doing dumb things, and we cool. People was doing smart things. Okay, let me go ahead. Maybe if dumb people was doing smart things, we'd be impressed. But dumb people doing dumb things do not impress us. So we're going to skip all that news. But I did find something that's interest to us. Okay. MarketWatch.com. A perfect storm is brewing for interest rates to surge, says this bond expert. If you don't know, interest rates, which determine how low your mortgage rate could be for your condo or halfplex or house, okay, interest rates determine how much you'll pay to borrow, okay? Right now, they're very low, extremely low. So that's why I had to jump in this and help us, because now is the time. DM me right now. What's up, Tony? All right. Let me read you part of this article that stood out to me that I felt I needed to report to my Fahrenheit financial family. Scott Payne, the founder and chief investment officer of New York investment manager Advocate Capital Management, says a perfect storm is being unleashed. His model estimates the 10-year Treasury yield will jump 162 basis points this year and another 160 next year, which is well ahead of the market estimates of roughly 17 basis points. Okay, right now, rates are extremely low. They're about to go way high. So now is the time for us to get in and make this community work. Hey, I'm already getting so much buzz. I look at the website. We're already on the website. Okay, I'm getting excited. I'm going to get us a little message board. We're going to communicate. We're going to be social. Okay, we're going to be social. We're going to be a cult in 10 years. All right, speaking of which, let me get a little water. I got a special announcement. I got a huge special announcement. Myself, DEO Money G, Michael Colin, and the Fahrenheit financial wellness community has now been sponsored by an official mortgage broker. Okay, we are official. We are joining Golden Bay Mortgage. Okay, we are sponsored by Golden Bay Mortgage. What does that mean to you? We got a good core. I want to thank Renee, Cam, Joseph, and Dino. Okay, we got a good core. We got the keys to millions of dollars, real millions. If you follow those 5 steps right now, the 5 steps of Fahrenheit, I get you in the house, because now we are sponsored and we are official, fam. We are official. Okay, we have the keys to millions. So thank you, Golden Bay, for believing in the Fahrenheit family. And we gonna change the world, this financial cult. Hey, feel me? Now, next. Next, let's define the word debt. Okay. Boom. Fahrenheit Radio audience, I'm holding up a sign that says debt defined. Okay, a pre-made sign. I take your taunt seriously. So I do all this in advance. That's why I need a week. All right. According to Investopedia.com, the word debt, consumer debt. Consumer debt consists of personal debts that are owed as a result of purchasing goods that are used for individual or household consumption. Credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, mortgages, payday loans, all examples of student debt. So, Corey, these stand in contrast to other debts like investments. Okay. So, are debts all bad? All bad? No, debts aren't bad. And in a personal note, when I first was young and got my first house, was seeking my first house. My thing is I didn't have enough debt. I didn't have any debt history because I never had a credit card, never debt history. Moral of the story, all debt isn't bad. You just have to show a record of responsibility. Okay, another thing I want to mention is what's called debt to income ratio. Okay, debt to income ratio is how much you owe in bills, like long-term bills, not bills you can cut off. Okay, long-term bills like the ones I listed. For example, auto loans, student loans, mortgages, payday loans, rents, child support, stuff like that. That's debt, but not like your phone where you can just cut it off. Okay, you add up your debt, find a house that you want to buy, find out what the mortgage would be, add that up, divide it in a calculator. In a calculator, you add that up, then divide it by how much money you make. Number, it'll be a decimal. It'll be a decimal. Okay, we ain't afraid of decimals. We ain't afraid of percentages. If you add up your all your debt plus your rent or not your rent, but the mortgage of the house you want to buy, divided by how much money you make, that is your debt to income ratio. We want a 0.3 debt to income ratio, or 30%. So, long story short, when we add up all our debt, divided by how much money we make, we want the answer to be 0.3 or less. Okay, that's 30%. All right, you are live on Fahrenheit Radio, truest rap radio station. We're live on the Instahoot and the Twitter bot and the U-Books and the with the hips and the chip to chips and the. Let's move into some slap. I can't do it without giving you some slap. I got a little quiz question. All right, for my Fahrenheit Radio audience, I'm holding up a sign that says, what group did Prince B lead? What group did Prince B lead? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. What group did Prince B lead? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. Who knows? See you, Jamie, Jaime, Scott. I see you. Who knows? Paris, Dale. Who knows? G73 been coming through. G73. Who? What group did Prince B lead? Let me check the Instahoot. Rich, Chili Willie, Raph. What group did Prince B lead? Corey B. Tap. Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. What group did Prince B lead? Do you know? I don't see his name yet in the chat. Don. What's good, Don? Who knows? You know, Don? What group did Prince B lead? Okay. Oh, snap. Cesar, what's good? Richville. PM Don, Richville, got it right. PM Don. Now, when I did my whole top 20 MCs, I got some folks that was confused about some things. Okay, you got to understand, sometimes I'm in my feelings. Okay, I am human. I am human. Sometimes I got feelings. So our MCs of the day, PM Don. Okay. What's up, Crucifix? Thanks for joining us. Here's our first. Wait, hold on. Let me do this right. So let me present Biggity Bloop, Hippity Hop. Song is called Die Without You for all my young heads. Oh, Paper Doll Corey.
Is it my turn to wish you were lying here? I didn't give you Is it my turn to think she knows my world? Or even imagine your emotions? Tell me so anything. Is it my turn to hold you by your hands? Tell you I love you and you hear me. Is it my turn to totally understand? But you up, girl, I do damn thing. The feeling that I feel. Oh, whatever, baby. All that I have, anything that
Caleb, you was right. Caleb Tate, you was right.
Done without you. Yeah, baby. Done without you. Done without you. Oh, I apologize for all the things I've done. But now I'm underwater and I'm drowning. Oh, my turn. The one to cry. Isn't it amazing how something completely turn around? So take every little piece of my heart. Yeah. Take every little piece of my soul. Yeah. Take every little piece of my mind. 'Cause if you do, it's time without you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Live on Fahrenheit Radio, Institute, Twitter by Ugram, I can get away with the feeling that I feel. Whatever, baby. Oh, that I anything that I would not do without you. Yes, without you. Yeah, baby. Without you. Yeah, baby. Without you. Without you. Die without you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Without you.
My name is DE, Yo Money G. We are on the road to comfortable making money in our sleep. We're live on Fahrenheit Radio, available on firstdegreetode.com and the TuneIn app. We're also live on the Insta Hoot and the U-Books and the Face Chats and the MyGrams. Let's move forward. Woo-wee. Here comes the big dance for my Fahrenheit Radio audience. I'm holding up a sign that says sports. It says sports. Super Bowl. You got to appreciate football because it's going to be gone. Okay, what's up, Crucifix? It's going to be gone. So again, I know Kansas City got the bells and the whistles. They got the three best players in the game Sunday. My homeboy, Kelsey Hill, and Chris Jones is up there, okay? But I just can't bet against Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. or the third or whatever he is in the line. I just can't do it if we was betting. But we ain't betting. We ain't saying the word lottery. And we ain't saying the word, when I get my stimulus, I'm finna. Okay, if anything, you're going to pay off some debt or you're just going to keep it. Okay, but man, I can't bet again. I can't go against Tom Brady. Northern California is just too much excellence. He's from Northern California. It's just too much excellence. My homeboy's going to get his day, but I just have a feeling he got two offensive linemen out. I have a feeling my homeboy's going to have to win. What do y'all think? Tell me in the chat. It's your last chance, okay? Be tapped. Don't like Kansas City. Tell me. That's what I'm saying, Rich. You know, I like Skip. I watch Skip and Shannon, but I really like the Herd, okay? Colin Cowherd and Joy, and that's what I'm saying. You can't bet against Brady. What do you guys think? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. This is your last chance. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? YouTube, tell me. Facebooks, tell me. Let me give you a shout out. InstaHoot, tell me who's going to win the big dance. I can't go against Brady. It's undeniable what that man done did. G7-3's going with Tampa Bay. All right. We'll see. Now, real quick before we move on, we got a little more sports. I watched that Nets Clippers game. It was quite the delight. Whoo! My little family pool, I got the Nets. Okay, when Kyrie and KD hooked up, I went ahead and grabbed the Nets. And then Harden, so I'm running with the Nets. And if you ain't from California, there's always been like a Northern California, Southern California playful little thing. So that was fun to watch. Okay, it ended up being Nets by 4. Okay, it was a fun game. Maybe was it a finals preview? We'll see. But you know, I've always been defense wins championships in football, which is the funnest thing to watch, and basketball, all sports, because if you can't score, you can't win. Okay, that's what we know. I see you, KC. All right. Now, but there's so much offense on that Nets squad. My goodness, Harden, KD, and Kyrie. There's just so much off. I can't deny that. So I'm going with the Nets this year. But let me know I'm going to get you some information that's hot. Watch out for them Sacramento Kings. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to ingest that. Watch out for them Sacramento Kings. Whoo, they for real. They entertaining. They play D. They get aggressive. This has been the funnest Kings basketball in years. Watch out for them Sacramento Kings. You heard it on Fahrenheit Hour first, Fahrenheit Radio audience. And you books and the you chats and the Insta blips. All right, moving forward. Let's get back on our thing. Making money in our sleep. Okay. Let's get back on topic. Making money. All right. Beats by Rossi. You're going to have to hit me up. Okay. You're in the financial field too. You're part of the community. I remember you. Okay. So let's figure this out. For my Fahrenheit Radio audience, I'm holding up a sign that says 9 debt tips. Ross didn't know about them kinds. For my Fahrenheit Radio audience, I'm holding up a sign that says 9 debt tips. I found this for you, family. I'm going to read this for you. I thought for us to know. Okay, real chat. 9 debt tips from thebalance.com. 9 debt tips. Because not all debt is bad. Matter of fact, you have to prove that you're a responsible borrower. So at some point, you got to have some debt. All right, 9 debt tips. Number 1, know who and how much you owe. Now, I got a message from Andrew, said he did his homework. I hope you all did too. Your homework was to find out what is on your credit and find out who you owe. So already, number 1, DEO Money G already had you in mind for that. Okay. That was our homework. If you didn't do it, get on that. Open an account with Experian. Okay. All of your homeworks have been open an Amazon seller account and sell stuff. 2, open your sole proprietorship and start listing your expenses from that hobby that you turned into a business. Start listing the expenses for your taxes this year. 3, boom. Open an account with Experian. Find out what was on your credit. Okay. Boom. Or Karma. Good, Corey. I'm glad. So know how much you owe. We already took care of that last Wednesday. 2 bills on time each month. And that sounds crazy, but like what I had to end up doing, because I wasn't always the whoop-de-whoop and the chips, I just had to do auto pay. I just had to and I just didn't want these people up in my bank account like that. But man, I just had to do it so it's on time and I'm building a history, and it really ended up helping. It may end up you can't buy that junk. I got a little article about that a little later. It may be you can't buy that junk, but you need to pay these bills on time, especially the ones that are long-term bills, because that has more impact on your credit. Your debts that long-term are more important than the short ones that are you can cut, okay? So number 2, pay bills on time. Number 3, create a monthly bill payment calendar. Whew. I take that a step further and just go to automatic payment. I know it's hard to get these people up in our accounts like that. It ain't safe, but it's all right, man. We're going to be all right, man. I've been doing this auto pay and it ended up being all right, man. But so we're just going to go ahead and do it. Okay. All right. So yeah. Number 4, make at least the minimum payment. Okay. So last homework was to open an Experian. Okay. Your homework this week, drum roll, please. Homework this week is to contact the top debtor on your credit, whatever that one was. When you open your Experian account and you went to your whoop-de-whoop where it lists your situation, okay, you're going to go to that top one. Your homework is to communicate. I didn't say pay it. Communicate. Break the ice. Be brave, okay? That is your homework. Communicate to that top debtor that you have, that you owe, okay? And step 4 was make an at least minimum payment, okay? Credit cards, all that, just it's the history of your being responsible is what lenders are looking for, okay? Number 5, decide which debt to pay off first. Now, I'm telling you, in the mortgage industry, that's the main point of this show, us coming together as the Fahrenheit Financial Wellness community. We're making money in our sleep. The best way to do that is home ownership. And I've worked very hard to be in a position to get you the money to own a home or refinance your home. We're with Golden Bay now. It's all good. We're the Fahrenheit Financial Wellness community. To buy a home, I'm telling you what I've learned, the debts that are long-term are the ones you really need to pay on time. Your phone bill, cable, stuff like that, they don't trip on that as hard. But the rents and the leases and the mortgage and the student debts and all that, those are the ones you're going to pay off first, family. 6, pay off collections. A collection is when you have a debt and you don't do nothing about it, and then they send it to people to collect it. Okay? So, collections is when you have a debt, pay it for a long time, and you end up having to go to collections. That's like the last straw. So, anything in collections, that's first. Chances are, if you have something in collections and you did your homework, you opened an Experian account, that collections will be the top one. Okay. You are live on Fahrenheit Radio, live on the U-Books and the Instant Chats and the Twittergrams. Okay. We're listing 9 debt tips. Okay. We're talking about debt today. I'm your financial leader. I'm no longer your rap star. Okay, you can go back and listen to DE Slap all day. We good, we connected, but that DE Slap brought you here for this. It's way more important. That's why I'm live with you. It's that important. Number 7, use an emergency fund. Use and collect an emergency fund. Okay. Have something in case of emergencies that you don't touch. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Number 8, use a monthly budget to plan your expenses. Okay, don't be free with your monies. Later in the program, I'm gonna read you a little article, okay, about being free with your monies, being conscious about what you're spending. Okay. Number 9. Finally, last but not least, recognize the signs that you need help. If your day and your thoughts are filled with thinking about dumb people doing dumb things, or you watching on TV, dumb people doing dumb things, or you're just vegging, I want to be your leader. If you have bumped the DE Slap and you watching this now, there's a reason you like that DE Slap. Okay, you are above the rest. Okay, DE Slap is an acquired taste, and you are the acquirer. Okay, that means you're above the rest of your peers. Okay, and we're together on this. Okay, so that's 9 debt tips. Make debt work for you. Instead of being swamped with debt, keep a low debt to income ratio, about 30% or 0.3. And we going to make debt work for us because we proven to the people in the suits who have our millions in their pockets that we are responsible borrowers. Okay? Now, slap time. Our artist of the day is PM Dawn, if you're just joining us. Okay. I think it was Corey said he was bumping Paper Doll. That's a good song about doing that one. But I ended up going with this song right here, Norwegian Wood. Norwegian Wood. Norwegian Wood. Isn't it good? Isn't it? Norwegian Wood. Oh, should I say? Raw Dollar. I'll explain Planet Zero after the song.
Oh, I once had a girl, or should I say, she was happy. She showed me her room, it's really good, Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me, sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed was not a chair. Oh, so I sat on the rock, biting my tongue. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed.
Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood.
Told me she worked in the morning, started to lie. Told her I didn't and crawled off, sleep in the bag. Oh.
'90s rap, boy.
And when I awoke, I was alive. I lit a fire. Is any good? Norwegian wood. Isn't it good?
Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. 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 You are live on Fahrenheit Radio, the world's truest rap radio station. Available at firstdegreethed.com and your TuneIn app. But this is so important. The Fahrenheit financial wellness community is so important. I've taken it live on the Utes and the Instahoot and the Migrams, and just so we could be live together and talk about our finances and form this cult called the Fahrenheit Financial Wellness Community. You feel me? Most exciting thing we've ever did together. Okay. The raps was cool. Entertaining you was cool. That was cool. But this is way more of cool because this is way more real. All right, moving forward. Boom. We got a website, y'all. The website is still growing. Where we gather. For my Fahrenheit Radio audience, I'm holding up a sign that says FAHFWC.com. That stands for Fahrenheit Financial Wellness Community, FAHFWC.com. Okay. So I'm going to go on our website where we gather. I'm going to put up a message board sooner or later. Okay. But that's where we gather at FAHWC.com. So I put up a new blog to keep it fresh for you. I take y'all's time so seriously. I think about the Fahrenheit financial wellness community way more than they used to think about raps and making raps for y'all. Okay. I think about y'all way more in this capacity than I did as your rapper. Okay. So I made us a little website. I switched the blog. This is the Man versus Debt blog. Man versus Debt. Okay, so I switched the blog for today's lecture about debt. Excuse me. So on our blog, on our website, there's an article called "You Want It, You Buy It, You Forget It." Got my. You want it, so you buy it. Then you forget it. That's exactly what we've been talking about. There's something in your closet or garage or whoop-de-whoop or something that costs over $100 that you ain't touched in a year. I hope you've sold it on your Amazon seller's account, at least listed it, and about 5 other things by now. I hope you're feeling yourself as a merchant. All right, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm going to read part of this that stood out because I take your time seriously, so I plan for this. You want it, you buy it, you forget it. Written by Man versus Debt. Okay. Where did I get that? Like last night, I was balancing my checkbook, a regular weekend occurrence, and I saw a transaction for about $40 that I simply did not recall. What on earth did I buy? I asked myself. And earlier in the week, when I was cleaning some clothes out of my closet, hoping to donate a few unneeded things to the Goodwill, I came across a shirt and a pair of pants that weren't familiar to me. Where did I get that? I wondered. I like to think I'm conscious about my spending. If not perfectly so, at least way better than when I found Man versus Debt, meaning he learned from this. So that's why I put this on here. Okay, I want us to learn from this blog at the beginning of his financial journey. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so even so, I struggle with my needs versus wants mentality. Okay, I want to end on that with that article, needs versus wants. If that want is so important that it's going to hold you back from comfortable, you got to leave us the Fahrenheit financial wellness because you want that want so bad. You got to leave us in our fiscal thinking. I hate to see you go for that want. Okay. Want versus need. Now is the time, 2021. Switching from consumers to merchants. We're thinking about our time. Money is just a tool. It's the time to get that money. Time equals junk. Okay, if you spend a week of working, use that money to buy junk, you've wasted a week. It's not about money, it's about time. Ooh, and we're going to get into some slap that has a little bit to do with that. All right, now, one more thing I want to get into. Real quick, your work, okay? I want you, again, your homework. Whatever was the top thing on your Experian credit account, whatever that top one was, your homework is to communicate with them. Tell them you're ready to do something. Just be like, I'm ready. I'm not saying pay it off. I'm saying communicate with them and tell them you're ready. Tell them you are led by DEO money and make this debt work for you by showing you're a responsible borrower. Tell them you are in the Fahrenheit financial wellness community, and you will prove to the people in the suits that's got your millions that you will borrower. Okay, so we're gonna make our debt work for us. What up, Oscar? Oh my goodness, your mural was ridiculous. All right, so that's your homework. Communicate with the top thing you owe. If it's in collections, you really need to hit that up. Just communicate. But whatever that top, your number one debt source, communicate with them. All right, to end you off. A minute ago, I was talking about time. Oh, that reminded me what Raw Dollar was talking about Planet Zero. So I took down Planet Zero off the it's a bunch of DE albums I've taken down off streaming and all that. I had to take them down real quick, but they'll be up again. Okay, at some point they'll be back up. But you could always go to Amazon and buy the CD. Okay, but Planet Zero and all that, damn that DE, a few more, they'll be back up. All right, this song here for my live Fahrenheit Radio audience, the world's truest rap radio station, available at firstdegreede.com, available on the TuneIn app. Jorian. Okay, and we also, this is so important. Okay, when I was your rap star, I wasn't nowhere near the lives. Okay, when I was your rap star, I wasn't nowhere near this of social. But this is so much more important. I'm live with you on the Insta Hoots and the U Books and the Twittergrams and the Hippity Hops. Okay, this song, First Degree to DE, it's called Time's Begun. Woo-hoo, y'all gonna learn today. Is this gonna play?
Bring all you coming with to the table. And everything you stand for.
You got
me. Unbelievable. The kind of slaps just jacks approved. But you can't hear my muse. Me not pony. It'll be no one. Ain't no one trick pony. I ain't one of your cronies. It'll be you but a gambling slab of meat and skin. I think I might wake up the wife and give up some of that fear and hype. I won't tell you some of the things I sing back there, but what I know is this. You ain't got no choice but to move forward. And I see a day when people see each other. What's up right there? I see a day when people see each other. I can fight over what we see. Ain't seeing the universe in turmoil right now. We're getting nice, not once, but thrice. I know my role in the game. Happy to have it. Information on wax. Ignorance. Combat it. I'm in the room for the truth. You're speaking out your crater. Always talking about later. It started 20 minutes ago. Since I got your attention, I will not waste it. We will not feel the mention. Will not act complacent. You brought us here in chains. Don't owe us squat. You owe us spirit, compassion, and have to lie. Know where you land, where you leap. Part of the plans, know where you land, understand? I am the Joker, I like to do things, fling things that sings, make freedom rings. Your raps is cool, but I had to fall. How come you like the one, ain't no big in the floor? I'm early in the morning, alone with my thoughts. Now I'm with you, from the wreckage of all. I rap on the side. What else you from? Show attention to God. I'll never be mainstream. I piss off target. Come too swift for the truth. Then prefer lethargic. Can't retire. I will take on Squire. Then prefer lethargic. Strong black men, strong black I sell a Jews, sell a nips, and I crackers and every flips. I'm a soldier of that suspect trap. On the corner, gyrating, black 'em, on the thunder, strike 'em, one on the two. Let's hear on my head. But I'm fighting for the people years after I'm gone. Especially Rita D. Say that same old song. Get yourself together, black and dead.
Who is you?
I'm Zoom Bean singing Jing Dong, Ding Dong. Marcus Garvey, master strategist. Fahrenheit radio around the hot damn world. And you wanna hear me?
Marcus Garvey,
This is stressing. Just got 80 years.
Y'all gonna learn about Marcus.
Just 80 years and for my peers. 80 years to steer them clears. 80 years forever, we move
That's 80 years if I'm lucky. Produced by Ojai.
We're doing it in information. Not just on the internet. Listen to the white dude. You went to white supremacy. Wrong on purpose. You went to white supremacy. He just wasn't. It's a culture. One of the evil ways of you. I didn't we got to choose all the team. The strongest words in America. We got to take Fahrenheit way. Shut these kids out to all the Asians down with the Fahrenheit.
My name is DJ
Japanese, Chinese,
Your Money G.
Filipino, Korean,
Fahrenheit out.
Kids is part of Asian.
on the
So I
road
feel like
to
I need to be up
Coco.
to you too, and I'm honored for that.
Make sure you do your homework and communicate with that dead. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you're having as fun as I am. Peace out, people.